Well, hello. Here I'd like to show you how you can write a program in C to speed up or slow down the 328. We know that the 328 has a clock, and that clock normally runs at 1 megahertz. And that is the default. So I could put right here as a comment, the default speed is 1 megahertz. And so that's how fast the machine is running. And this says that you're going to be executing a million cycles per second. If each instruction is 1 cycle, then that would mean the rate of execution is 1 million cycles or 1 million instructions per second. Now you may want to speed this up to go faster, which is nice, or you may want to slow it down, which is also nice if you want to save energy. Suppose you're running on a battery and the battery has only so much power. So you could slow the computer down to save energy. But in either case, the steps are very similar. So let's do this. Let's change the speed and we will go perhaps faster. And the command is this. Clock PR. There's the register. You must set this to a 80. This doesn't change the speed, but what it does is it allows you to change the speed. So you must do that first in order to change. It's weird because you put the 80 in first and then you put another number into the same register, and this will then let you do it. So you must do these two steps in order and right next to each other. So if I want to go really fast, I will do this. I'll put a 3 into the register, and let's see what this. So I said I wanted to go really fast, right? So I got the number incorrect. It's going to be a 0. Put a 0 there, and with this number, now you're going to go and you're dividing the clock by 1. Divide clock by 1. Now the internal clock, by the way, the internal clock. And the internal clock is actually 8 megahertz. So you can see here that we're dividing 8 megahertz by 1, and that will give us an 8. So this is the fastest that you could run at. Well, if you want a different speed, you can copy those lines and just change the second number to the appropriate divider. And suppose you want to go really slow. For example, if you put a 101 here, then the internal clock, which is 8 megahertz, is divided by, so we're going to divide by a 1024. And if you divide 8 megahertz by 1024, you get about roughly 8 kilohertz. If you want to go back to the default, then do this. So to get back to the default, the number is a 3 here. And we're going to divide by an 8. And 8 divided by 8 is a 1, and this will give us 1 megahertz. So once again, you can go fast, you can go slow, you can go in between. It's a trade-off of how fast you want to go, the speed, versus how much energy you want to expend. Now again, if you're running on a battery or solar cell, whatever, and you want to conserve energy, try to go as slow as you can. Other things that you could do are you can turn off other internal clocks. Not just slowing this one down, but there are other clocks on the computer that you could actually turn off.